Coach Siki Akono in a press conference they assessed the side ahead of tomorrow's World Cup qualifier against Ethiopia at the Cape Coast Stadium as the Black Stars had their last training session this evening. Now we are joined by TV3's reporter Thierry Nyan, who is in Cape Coast and witnessed both the last training session and the press conference of the senior national team. But we'll get into that pretty shortly. But also, the Black Stars are still training. The last training session was held earlier this evening, and they are still going through their paces ahead of that qualifier against Ethiopia, which will be played later tomorrow. But across the continents, though, there are many games that are being played across the continents there for the World Cup that will be played in Qatar in 2022. The Black Stars, don't forget, later tomorrow, they take on Ethiopia in a game that will carry a lot of weight because the Black Stars need to tick off their World Cup qualifying campaign on the right notes. They were not in Russia in 2018, and they're looking to make it into Qatar in 2022 for the next edition of the World Cup. Let's take out some results there from across the continent. And Benin and Burkina Faso secured vital away wins in their opening matches of the Qatar 2022 FIFA World Cup qualifiers on Thursday, while South Africa, Namibia and Congo shared the spoils also in their games. Now, at the Grand Stade in Morocco, Burkina Faso got the better of the hosting team, Niger, by beating them by 2-0. At the Orlando Stadium in Johannesburg, though, Namibia's Brave Warriors were also held by Congo. Housed in Group H, Congo and Namibia will face Senegal and Togo respectively on the second day of the group stage. So the results there on your screen at the moment: Niger were beaten by 2-0. Kenya also drew blank at the Kasarani Stadium in Nairobi against Uganda. Namibia drawing 1-1 with Congo. The DR Congo as well also drawing 1-1 with Tanzania. That's an impressive result for Tanzania. And then Madagascar also taking on Benin in that game, and Algeria and Djibouti is currently ongoing. It's 2-0 for Algeria, and Morocco also currently beating Sudan by 1-0. Well, let's head on now back to the Cape Coast Stadium and hear from my colleague Thierry Nyan, who has been monitoring the team's training as well as the press conference that was done earlier this evening.
So the final training session for the Black Stars has just taken place. Remember that game, the World Cup qualifier against Ethiopia, is happening tomorrow, Friday. And this is the very last training session for Siki Akono and his men, as he is now going to be selecting 23 out of the 32 players who trained today. That announcement is going to be made a few hours after now, possibly tomorrow. But what is going to be happening now is that Siki Akono says that he's happy with what he's seen so far with all the players. He wanted to just analyze, some of the new players. Of course, he knows the old players and what they are capable of. He also wanted to gauge their fitness level, especially for the leagues that just kick-started. Coach, you've seen your players. I'm sure that now you've made a good assessment of the players, the full 32-man squad that you have. Is it going to be difficult for you to select the 23 based on the competitiveness that you've seen in the squad so far?
Well, on the normal circumstances, we wouldn't have 30 players, but we are not in normal times, so it's important to have that amount, squad, and so before the squad, we know the kind of players that will help us in this game. We know the kind of players that will help us in South African game, and so we're preparing towards first Ethiopia. We believe that once we do the things we want to do on the field of play, tomorrow we'll be successful. If we do it very well, we'll carry the day.
Everything is okay. You can see there's a lot of quality, there's a lot of talent. So I'm convinced and assured that the players that are going to represent the nation, we are all ready to make the nation proud.
And I'm sure that now he's had a very good assessment of the team, having trained the couple of days that they have at the Cape Coast Sports Stadium. This is exactly where the match is going to be happening. Ghana versus Ethiopia. And as you can see behind me, the players just finished training. They are now getting back, to the dressing room and then, to their hotel. For now, the likes of Andre Ayew, Mubarak Wakasu, Jordan Ayew, Jeffrey Schlupp were all in here